Hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, steak, ribs. Nothing screams summer like kebabs. After all, who doesn't just love a meal on a stick? Today, I'm going to show you how to make my Asian-style open sesame shrimp and scallop kebabs, and I'm serving them with my broccoli and jasmine rice patties. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is marinate our seafood. And in this 1-gallon Ziploc bag, I'm placing a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of sesame oil, and a 1/4 cup of fresh lime juice. Next, in my little handy-dandy mini chopper, I'm going to mince 3 ounces of fresh ginger and 4 garlic cloves. These little choppers are a great investment. They really make short work of mincing things like ginger and garlic. Add all of our minced garlic and ginger to this bag, and this smells wonderful. And now for our seafood. I've got about 1.5 pounds of 16 to 20 count jumbo shrimp with the tails left on. Add those to our bag. And about 1 pound of large sea scallops. The big ones, folks. I'm going to zip this bag closed. Make sure it's closed. And I'm just going to toss all of this together really good. And I'm going to set this bag aside for about 30 to 45 minutes to let the seafood marinate, but no longer than an hour, because the acidity in the lime juice will start to cook your shrimp and it will make them rubbery. While our seafood is marinating, we're going to mix together our broccoli and rice patties. I'm using 4 cups of steamed jasmine rice today and 4 cups of steamed broccoli. But if you don't have jasmine rice, this is a perfect use for that extra box of Chinese rice the last time you ordered takeout. I'm going to toss these two together in a really big bowl. And I like to toss them like a salad, because that gets all the broccoli incorporated in the rice. And I pull it apart because rice tends to want to clump together. And when it's pretty thoroughly mixed, I'm going to toss in 1/2 cup of thinly sliced green onions, or scallions as I like to call them, and 6 tablespoons of minced fresh cilantro. They smell wonderful too. And when all of these are thoroughly combined, and again, just keep breaking up those pockets of white rice every time you find a nice big one. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to whisk together 4 extra large eggs or 5 large eggs. To that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and a tablespoon of fish sauce. Don't wrinkle your nose. Fish sauce is the salt of Thailand, and it adds wonderful flavor to everything it's used in. And now we've got 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, not salt. Sugar is going to bring up the flavor of the salty fish sauce. Whisk this together. And next and last, 5 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to slow this down a little. And whisk until we have a nice thin, drizzly batter. And this could take a minute or 2. Okay, just about done. Okay, we're drizzling there. There's some little pieces of flour in there, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're all going to break up when this gets mixed together. We're going to add our binder, which is our egg flour mixture, to our vegetable mixture, and we're going to toss these around until everything is evenly coated. And it's important that you get this evenly coated and give this the time it takes to get it all thoroughly combined. And as soon as I'm finished combining this, I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, and I'm going to let it sit for 30 to 45 minutes for the rice to absorb all of the egg mixture so that they don't fall apart when I fry them in the skillet. Whether you're using wooden skewers or metal skewers, the trick to making perfect kebabs so that the food doesn't spin around when you try to cook it on the second side is to double skewer your food. And that means placing 2 skewers through your food simultaneously so that it stabilizes the food and you can just easily flip it. I happen to have double skewers, and if you're a new cook, I highly suggest you invest in a set of these if it's the first time you're buying a set of barbecue skewers. I'm going to be alternating my shrimp and scallops on these double skewers. The trick to skewering shrimp is to place the prongs, the first part, where the meat meets the tail, and at a second point through the thickest part of the body of the shrimp. And I'm going to put 2 shrimp, followed by 1 nice big scallop, 2 more shrimp, followed by 1 last scallop. So everybody's going to get 6 really beautiful pieces of seafood with their dinner tonight. And I'm spreading them out evenly so that they're not overcrowded. And last, I'm going to sprinkle the tops with sesame seeds. And we're going to pop these in the broiler for about 3 to 3.5 minutes per side. I've heated 4 tablespoons of peanut oil with 2 tablespoons of sesame oil in a 12-inch skillet. I used a 2.5-inch ice cream scoop to portion and place 6 of these patties into the skillet. If you don't have an ice cream scoop, just, imagine 3 to 4 tablespoons. I'm going to cook these on medium heat for 3 to 3.5 minutes per side. Not hot, not hotter than medium, not less than medium, because I just want these lightly golden brown on the outside and moist and tender on the inside. Cooking food on a stick has been around, well, probably since the first day fire was invented. Kababa is the ancient Arabic word meaning to burn or to char, and kebabs were invented by medieval Persian soldiers who used their swords to cook their food over their open fires. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website.